Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown. We are on week 6. Danny, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is Tuesday. Should we do a little recap of what we saw last weekend?
Sure.
What did you think of, did you see any of the 49ers-Rams game on Thursday night?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was probably sleeping.
Yeah, it was really surprising because the 49ers had so many injuries and still they beat the Rams.
Yeah.
I bet you watched the London game though, your Minnesota Vikings against, and remember we thought Flacco was going to start and it was Dylan Gabriel.
Which he actually did pretty
He
good.
made no turnovers.
Yeah.
But Wentz pulled it out at the end, and now Joe Flacco traded to the Bengals.
So is Dylan Gabriel going to start most of the games?
He's number 1 right now, and Shedeur Sanders just got bumped up to number 2. So they have 2 rookie quarterbacks as their top 2.
Do you think they're ever going to need to use Shedeur Sanders?
Yes. Just because either Gabriel's going to get hurt,
Or they're going to pull him?
or they're going to pull him, or they're going to
trade
be...
him, maybe.
I don't think they'll
probably
trade.
wouldn't trade.
I don't think they're going to trade 2 quarterbacks in the same season. But yeah, what do you think of your Vikings performance? I mean, just good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Mason he ran pretty well. Addison made some big catches, the touchdown at the end.
JJ got a few good catches.
Jefferson had a good game. And Wentz, he's not good, but he's gotten a couple wins for them, which is big. Let's see. Other than that, Philadelphia, Denver. You watched that one?
Yeah, that was a good game.
Big comeback.
Yeah.
So the Eagles had I don't remember the exact score, but they were up maybe 17-3, and I think they lost 21-17. So.
Oh, Bills also lost.
Bills lost to New England on Sunday night,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep. I was like, this is kind of boring. But even in the beginning of the game, Josh Allen missed a handoff to a tight end, I think, and somebody else fumbled. It's like, wow, the Bills just don't look ready to play.
Yeah.
Over the
Saints.
Saints, they got to win, right?
Spencer
Finally.
got his first.
Leave it to the Giants, right? I mean, you got to play another crummy team. Okay, and then the game last night. Whoa, you missed the end, but we'll talk about it a little bit when we talk about these teams. Kansas City is now 2-3. Trevor Lawrence and the Jags 4-1. What?
Same as Eagles and Bills.
Best record in the league.
Wow.
Doesn't it seem kind of upside down? Like
Yeah.
the Chiefs would be 4-1, and the other way around. The Jags might be 2-3, but they're right in the mix. So, okay, you are probably excited to hear what you did picking games last week.
Did they get one score perfectly right?
You didn't get a perfect score right. Your grandpa again got another score right. I think it was Carolina, Miami. He picked 27-24 Carolina, and that was the score. He now has 2 perfect scores. And he has 49 wins on the season picking winners. You and me have 47 wins.
So we're tied for wins and losses?
Yep, exactly. 47 wins, 30 losses, 1 tie. I only went 5-9 picking winners last week. You went 8-6.
Wow.
So you made up some ground on me. I was terrible. Against the point spread. Your grandpa again beating us, 45 wins. You have 43 wins. I have 39 wins and 39 losses. You're 4 up on me against the spread. So you're even against me picking winners, beating me by 4 games against the spread.
Nice.
I'm feeling like, man, do I even know what I'm talking about? But I guess the show must go on, right? We're not just going to cancel.
I guess KJ, that's finally betting, is going to listen to me.
He's betting like $1 a bet, I think.
Yeah.
So he should listen to you because you know more about football than he does.
He's always betting on the team that's definitely going to lose and trying to make $50.
Yeah, that's just giving money away.
Yeah.
So he might need some tips, but
He always says it's just $1.
I guess, but just $1 every game, all of a sudden, over the course of a season, it's not nothing. Okay, we should give a shout out to our viewers who are back. We had 207 views, 15 likes. Thank you.
It was probably just me liking the video over and over.
You think so? It was all you? I don't know. When I go to a different profile of mine and click on like, I don't think it even counts because I'm posting the. Well, because you're not posting the YouTube. If you
Yeah.
posted the YouTube, I don't think you'd be able to like it. Okay. Well, should we get into the games? Right into it. Week 6, Thursday night. Who is it?
Eagles Giants.
So we talked a little bit about the Eagles. I would say surprising loss to Denver.
Yeah.
Boy, they led 17-3 in the fourth quarter. They then gave up the last 18 points of the game and lost. And listen to this. Saquon Barkley, only 6 carries.
Really?
6 runs. What are you doing,
Wow.
Philadelphia? I almost wonder, A.J. Brown was unhappy about not getting the ball. Did the Eagles decide, well, this game we're going to get you the ball, A.J.? And they passed a lot, and they really didn't get it to Brown.
I'm surprised Saquon's getting the ball less than the receivers.
Well, this was the only game of that, and it was just weird. Like, they had the lead the whole second half.
Yeah.
Why aren't you just feeding Saquon Barkley your best player? I don't really understand that. Now, the Giants, you want to hear how their last 6 drives against the Saints went? Fumble, return touchdown, interception, and a failed 4th down.
Wow.
So 0 points on their last 6 drives and 5 turnovers
For the Giants? That's tough.
against New Orleans.
Which?
Not exactly a great defense.
Well, wow.
Yeah, that's bad. Jackson Dart, and I heard he was a little dinged up, but he practiced today, so he's going to play against the Eagles team that should probably be pretty mad. Like, boy, we blew that game against Denver. Okay, do you have a 7.5 point spread for the Eagles?
Yep, 7.5.
Okay.
I'm surprised it's not higher.
Well, it is in New York, so usually I feel like they build a field goal into the home team. So if the 2 teams are totally equal, I feel like the home team would have like a 3-point advantage against the spread. So they sort of build that in.
Kind of what happened to Bears Commanders.
Oh, because you think it's a pretty even game? Yeah, I would agree. Well, there's your dad making dance moves to try to distract us. Did he distract us? No, we're staying on point. What are your observations about this one now?
I think they should feed Saquon more.
They have to.
And if they do that, then they're gonna win.
And I think they should win, well,
Even if
pretty
they
easily.
throw it a lot.
I hope they don't throw it a lot, though, because it just doesn't seem like
Unless
they're...
they throw it to Saquon.
Well, yeah, little dump offs to him, little
Yeah.
screen passes and
Yeah.
stuff. That could work. Just feed your main man, right? But the thing is, if they don't feed A.J. Brown, then he's like, come on, guys, what about me here? Remember me? I'm pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a score? You thinking the Eagles going to cover that 7.5 point spread?
I can't do math right now, but I think yes.
I would think yes, too, based on what I see on your sheet.
29-14, I think, Hill.
Eagles? Okay. I'm going to pick the Eagles. Oh, all-time record between these division rivals. Eagles, 96 wins. Giants, 89 wins. And 2 ties. Pretty close.
2 ties.
Lot of games over. Back in the 50s and 40s, they didn't play overtime. So there were a lot more ties. So teams that have played a lot, like these teams, it's just a little more likely that the game would end in a
Have the
tie.
Bears got a lot of ties?
I
They've
don't.
been playing for so long.
They probably do. During my lifetime, I can't even think of a Bears tie. During my football watching time.
Is it mostly wins?
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look. The '80s were good as a Bears fan. Pretty much every other decade has been bad. So I don't know if being great in the '80s necessarily gives the Bears a winning record.
Packers, probably.
Well, they definitely have a winning record over my lifetime, and they stunk in the '80s. I didn't pick this game, right? I'm picking the Giants to cover the point spread, but the Eagles to win the game. Eagles 24, Giants 17.
Okay.
Okay, this game is it in London?
Yeah.
Another one in London.
Wow. Broncos 0-5 Jets.
Yeah, so this one should be pretty easy to pick, huh?
Yeah.
Denver coming off that nice win at Philly. Bo Nix played pretty good. Their defense played pretty good. And then a nice comeback against the Eagles. And the Jets, I think I read they're the first team to never force a turnover in their first 5 games.
The Jets?
Their defense hasn't forced any turnovers. So Sauce Gardner, no interceptions. No fumble recoveries for anybody on their defense. They did block a field goal and return it for a touchdown, but I guess that doesn't technically count as a turnover. So they go down in infamy as a defense that could not force a turnover in their first 5 games. The only team. Not a good stat, no. And it's not surprising that an 0-5 team has a bad stat like that, right?
Or is it just that they play good teams that don't throw picks and fumble it?
Well, they played the Dolphins in there. They're not a great team. Dallas. You know, Dak's pretty good, smart about not throwing picks. So you're right, there might be a little bit of that, but 5 games, like you're not playing the best 5 teams in the league. I'm sorry. You got to force at least 1 turnover. So knowing all this, what do you expect to see in London? Do you have Broncos by 7.5?
Yeah, same as Eagles.
Okay.
I've got Broncos winning because
of
duh.
course. Yeah, duh, right.
So I don't have the Jets covering. Broncos 28, Jets 17.
I'm going to have a similar difference of 10 points. You have 11. About a little lower scoring game. Broncos 23, Jets 13 for the London game. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention 2 teams on bye. I bet you know one of them. Vikings. Yep. So they came back from 2 games in Europe, and they usually get a bye after you play in Europe. I mean, what about they get an extra week for J.J. McCarthy to get healthy, Van Ginkel, Cashman, Aaron Jones, some of their offensive linemen. So the fact that they got to 3-2 here before their bye
is pretty good.
They should be pretty happy, I think. The other team that's on bye, Houston. Oh my, did you see Houston at Baltimore?
That was surprising. And now Baltimore's one of the worst teams.
1-4. But on the Houston side of it, Stroud was great.
Did
Nick Chubb was good.
44 points?
44-10, I think it was
Wow.
the final. Just a slaughter.
Wow.
Yeah, and the defense forced 3 turnovers on Cooper Rush. So Houston now, is their record 2-3? They're not going to be on your sheet because they have a bye. But so I don't remember their exact record, but they're playing better lately. 2-3. Okay.
That sounds right.
I think so too. Okay. First game on Sunday is a division rivalry, or Sunday afternoon.
Browns Steelers.
So first things first, the all-time record is going to be skewed pretty far in the Steelers' direction. 82 wins for the Steelers, 64 for the Browns, and 1 tie.
I was guessing 64.
64. Oh, wow.
Well, 60s.
Yeah.
Not 64.
Not exactly, but when I told you it was kind of Steelers.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it a bit. Gabriel played okay.
Yeah.
The big thing about a rookie quarterback is just don't fumble and don't take a lot of sacks. Don't throw picks. I think he did all those things.
Yeah, but
not enough to win.
Yeah.
Not enough.
He didn't do horrible like Spencer Rattler did in his rookie years.
Right. Or like Cam Ward was kind of playing for a little bit this year. Caleb at times last year. Okay, the Steelers, they're now 3-1 and in first place in the AFC North, coming off of a bye week. I hate to say it because I don't like their quarterback, but Mike Tomlin's just a smart coach. He seems to just get wins.
I like their coach, but I don't like that he took backward.
I know. And that coach, Mike Tomlin, he used to be a defensive coach with the Vikings before he became the head coach of the Steelers.
I don't know if he was from the Vikings, but I think I knew that he was a
Defensive coach? Yep. So, in this projected lowest scoring game of the week, how do you feel about the Dylan Gabriel, Aaron Rodgers matchup?
Well, you know the Browns, not great quarterback, not great receivers, not great running back.
I did hear one thing is they right now have played, their rookies have played the most snaps out of any team. So they are playing a lot of rookies and getting guys valuable experience. But it's hard to be a great team when you're playing that many rookies.
But Myles Garrett, on the other hand,
Monster.
I think he should be doing better, honestly.
Yeah.
But
he can wreck a
still
game.
doing good.
He can wreck a game by himself.
Will I do it to this game?
I kind of don't
I hope
think so.
he does it to Aaron Rodgers.
That would be nice.
But sadly, I don't think it will happen.
Me neither. Do you have Steelers by 4.5?
Yeah.
Me too.
I've got Browns covering the point spread. I've got close games.
Okay.
Or a close game. Browns 20, Steelers 21.
I've got Steelers 21, but I've got Browns 16. So I am going to have the Steelers cover the 4.5 point spread, but I think it'll be a, kind of a boring, normal AFC North kind of defensive game, but I think the quarterback from the Steelers, unless Myles Garrett, crushes him on the field, I'm afraid he's going to come out victorious. Next.
Well, we'll get to that game actually. Chargers, Dolphins.
All right. Chargers started 3-0. Now they're 3-2. I told you both their offensive tackles are hurt, which seems like it's trouble for Justin Herbert.
Which I think he's actually playing pretty good this season.
I think so too.
Until
When those tackles get hurt.
Yeah.
That's hard. And listen, what else is going to make it harder? Omarion Hampton, their rookie running back, he just got put on injured reserve.
Really?
So he's going to miss at least 4 games.
Wow.
I don't exactly know what's wrong with him, but it's not serious.
Is
for the
George
season.
Kittle back now for?
He should be. I don't know if they've lifted him from injured reserve yet. They don't have to do that until later in the week, but I bet he is.
So back to this game.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Oh.
Who'd they play?
Carolina.
Carolina, right?
And we both picked Bryce Young to win. They
Right.
did win.
Yeah.
And Miami was outrushed. So running the football, Achane, maybe if Tua scrambled some, Ollie Gordon, combined 19 yards rushing. Carolina as a team, 239 yards rushing. And Chuba was out. So it was Rico Dowdle, the old running back from Dallas, running up and down the field all over Miami's defense.
Wow.
So,
I mean, Devon Achane got, people say, the best play of the game,
it was pretty good.
which was a pretty good catch.
I mean, that was a nice grab. Yeah, he did.
Um,
But the thing about a nice catch, a great play, if it's a touchdown, it's the same as a quarterback sneak for a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to look pretty to count the same.
So, Tyreek Hill's out.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa is not looking that good.
Hard without his best receiver.
Devon Achane needs the ball more.
And he's so small. I just wonder how much of a beating can he take.
Yeah.
He seems a little injury prone to me.
Yeah.
But he's stayed healthy this year.
But for the Chargers offensive line out,
Yeah.
will Justin Herbert be doing good?
Can he do it all by himself? He kind of has to.
I actually think he is.
And that since Miami has such an awful run defense, but the Chargers' top 2 running backs are hurt, Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton. So is some third stringer going to come in and do a Rico Dowdle and run all over the Dolphins? Or is Herbert going to have to just do it himself?
Didn't the Dolphins trade a defensive line to the Vikings, or was that offensive line? Or it may have been a center.
Center?
Maybe.
I thought well, I don't, yeah. Did it happen this year, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it happened at the beginning of the year. But
Okay.
Not.
Okay.
So, do the Dolphins have good defensive line?
I think they have Bradley Chubb, who's kind of a good pass rusher, but you don't really have a good run defense. You don't have a good D line if you give up 239 yards rushing to Carolina, in my opinion. But then their secondary is not very good either. So they don't have very good coverage guys to stop Quentin Johnston and Ladd McConkey and Keenan Allen.
So, will Justin Herbert get sacked 100 times?
Oof.
Or will he not?
That's the question.
I don't think he won't. So, I have Chargers winning.
Me too.
I think they're going to get in field goal range to kick 4 field goals.
Oh.
And 2 touchdowns.
So, 26 points?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, 26 Chargers, Dolphins 20.
I have the Dolphins with 20 also. I'm going to have the Dolphins cover the point spread, but not win the game. Chargers 24, Miami Dolphins 20. Not a great game here.
Patriots Saints.
I know their record is 3-2, which isn't the best in the league, but New England's got to be pretty happy with where they are.
Yeah, last year they weren't the best.
No.
This year, they're doing pretty good, I'd say.
Drake May played pretty good. Stephon Diggs got his revenge against Buffalo. Yeah. And they forced 3 turnovers at Buffalo, which I feel like the Bills are usually better than that. They won on a field goal in the waning moments of the fourth quarter. And you talked about it a little bit when we were talking about the games that went last week. Rattler off the schneid. Got his first win thanks to the Giants turning the ball over all over the place. But he did play well. And I give the guy a lot of, I talk smack about him.
Yeah.
He is actually playing okay this year. Not bad enough to bench. So that's surprising to me for being a 5th round pick.
Is there a backup? What's his name?
Well, there's a guy they drafted from Louisville named Tyler Shuck or Shaw or Shaw, something like that. He played a little bit at the end of the game against Seattle, but
where did their quarterback from last year go?
Do you mean Derek Carr?
Yeah.
Retired.
He did.
He hurt himself somehow. I don't remember if it's his back or his neck or his. I remember one game. He was just like a punching bag against the Chiefs where he just kept getting hit and hit and hit. And I think he kept playing, and then it's just like, nope, I'm done. And he really told the Saints kind of late in the year, I think, where they didn't, it was kind of surprising because then in the draft, will the Saints take a quarterback? And they did in the second round, but he hasn't started yet. So. Well.
So is he never going to play football again?
I don't think Derek Carr will play. Yeah.
Wow.
He says he's retired. Some guys do come back from retirement. I don't know if he will.
So he thinks he's just getting too hurt?
Too hurt or just doesn't have it anymore?
Isn't he pretty young?
I bet he was barely 30. I bet if he was 30, he was barely 30. So, yeah, not a great career. In fact, I think if he had lost to the Raiders in a game, I think he would have lost to every single team in the NFL.
Okay.
Which is not great. I mean, it means you played a lot,
yeah,
but it means you lost a lot. Well, should we pick a winner? Do you have Patriots by 3.5 in the Superdome in New Orleans?
Yep.
So, a road favorite for the Patriots.
I've got Patriots.
Okay. I do too. I was trying to psych you out, but it didn't work.
I have Saints losing.
I do too.
So I have Patriots winning again.
You got that.
37-28.
I'll say 27-23 Patriots. Okay. Good game on paper when the season began, but I don't know about now.
Ravens.
That's Rams. If you didn't hear that between that yawn. We talked about it a little with San Francisco. How do the Rams at home lose to Mac Jones? And the receivers that San Francisco was throwing to were Demarcus Robinson and Kendrick Bourne and Jake Tongas was a tight end. And these guys you never heard of. And the Rams lost it. I think Kyron Williams had a bad fumble and they got stopped on a 4th down trying to win the game in overtime. And Baltimore, we talked about it a little bit with Houston. I mean
they
1-4?
At least I can kind of see it with Lamar hurt because he's pretty much all they got, except for also Derrick Henry.
Should they need to feed him?
So if they don't feed him this game, what are they gonna do?
I read that, in the year 2000, Baltimore won the Super Bowl. They had one of the best defenses of all time. And they gave up something like 165 points the whole year.
Was that when they had Ray Lewis?
Ray Lewis and I think Terrell Suggs. Maybe not. Maybe that was too early for him. But Ray Lewis definitely. Rod Woodson was on that team. He's a Hall of Famer.
Wasn't Ray Lewis basically just ramming into people?
He's one of the best middle linebackers, I think, ever. Yeah. So, but they had one of the best defenses of all time. Gave up 165 points that entire 16-game season. In 5 games this year, I think the Ravens have given up 177 points. So they've given up more points this whole season in 5 games than that Super Bowl team gave up all year long.
Wow.
So,
How do you... they had Joe Flacco as starting?
No, they had Trent Dilfer, who's one of the worst quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That little nugget. So, your feelings on Rams at Ravens?
I mean, with the Ravens, how they are now, I just don't think I can pick them to win a game.
I think I read that almost half their salary cap is hurt. Half their salary cap missed the game against Houston.
Until Lamar gets back, I don't think I'm going to pick them to win.
Unless they're playing like the Saints or somebody or the Titans. I'm kind of with you. Yeah.
So I've got Rams winning 29-20.
Do you have a 7.5 point spread for the Rams?
Yeah.
I kind of went big on this one. I think the Rams are going to coast 31-16. LA Rams. All right. Here is a game that's okay. One good team.
Cardinals, Colts.
Did you see Emari DeMercado's 71-yard run that he fumbled at the 1-yard line? And the Titans didn't even take it away from him. He just dropped it before he ran across the end zone.
Wow.
And then it went into the end zone.
I saw that.
And then it's a touchback, and the Titans get the ball at the 20-yard line. The coach, Jonathan Gannon, there was footage of him online. He goes over to DeMercado, and is just screaming at him. And mad, and shoving him. I think the Cardinals season could just fall apart from this point.
Wow.
Because they also had that crazy play where there was an interception of Cam Ward. The guy fumbled it, and then the Titans scored.
I was wondering if that was the Cardinals, and I thought it was. So
yeah. So they have that blown touchdown by DeMercado late in the game. They have an interception that then becomes a touchdown against them because their guy fumbles it. Just falling apart against one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
Indianapolis, Another 3-touchdown rushing game from Jonathan Taylor. I heard he's the only running back to have 3 touchdowns in a game this year rushing, and he's done it twice.
Would you say he's the best running back because they're not really feeding Saquon Barkley? Bijan's not doing the best.
I would say Bijan was NFC Offensive Player of the Month for September.
Okay.
So, but I think if you were looking at a fantasy draft today, Jonathan Taylor would have to be considered in the top, couple.
Ping pong.
Yeah, ping pong. We can hear it. Daniel Jones 2 touchdown passes. Jonathan Taylor 3 rushing, and they beat Vegas 40-6.
40-6.
Indianapolis is rolling teams. Do you expect them to roll the Cardinals on Sunday afternoon? No, he's making a slight modification. Seems. Maybe you're believing me in the Cardinals season falling apart from this point on?
Yeah.
You do believe me?
I didn't see the
DeMercado play. He had an easy touchdown. And actually, the Colts did the same thing against the Rams 2 weeks ago. A guy named Adonai Mitchell, I think, had an easy touchdown. And he just drops it before he goes. Lesson is, if you're about to score a touchdown in flag football or football, hold it all the way until you get to the goalpost. Then you're in, right?
Yeah.
Why these guys are dropping it at the 1 yard line, it's just mind-boggling. But, so you made the modification. What's your reasoning? Just...
Daniel Jones, or what do they call him? Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, we'll call him that.
Is doing very good.
I'd almost say great, yeah.
Jonathan Taylor is still doing great.
One of the best running backs in the league so far.
And Cardinals, like what you said, I think they are going to fall apart.
It'll be hard to come back from that. You wonder if those other teammates of DeMercado's kind of looked at the coach and they're like, what are you doing, man? We're a team. You're just going after that guy. But he kind of deserved it. That's sort of like a Tyreek Stevenson Hail Mary against Washington type play. It's just hard to recover from something like that. I forget, did you make your pick? You did?
No, I didn't.
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
So I'll just say it again.
Sure.
Colts 34, Cardinals 20.
I have a short attention span. I also have the Cardinals scoring 20. So we have a lot of games here where I think we have one of the scores the same, but I only have the Colts scoring 27. So we both have the Colts covering the spread. Both have the Cardinals scoring 20 points. Okay, here's another game at noon on Sunday.
Seahawks, Jaguars.
So in that battle between Seattle and Tampa Bay, Sam Darnold was great with 4 touchdown passes until his last pass, which was intercepted and set up a short Tampa field goal at the end.
Yeah, I saw that. That was...
Darnold played so good until the last pass.
That was a close game.
Yeah, 38-35.
And high scoring.
Back and forth, too. And Jacksonville, hey, your guy Travis Hunter became the first guy in at least 20 years to start a game on both defense and offense. I think he had 39 plays on offense and maybe 25 or something like that on defense. So he's not really playing. Usually a team would get about 60 plays on offense and 60 on defense. So he's not playing all of both sides, but he's playing a lot.
I think last week you told me the coach, Jacksonville's coach, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but you told me the coaches said, I want Travis Hunter to play more defense.
He played a really little defense the first game, whoever they played, and the coach after that said, yep, I want to give him more. So I don't really know how they decide what play he's going to come in on. He did defend a pass where it almost looked like pass interference on Travis Kelce, where he kind of hooked him, but they didn't call it, and it was really close. I mean, you could call that a great play.
Didn't Travis almost get called back for a touchdown? Or did they decline it?
I'm not sure exactly which play you're talking about.
Didn't Travis get a touchdown?
Travis Hunter, Kelsey.
Yeah.
You're talking Kelsey. Kelsey didn't catch the pass.
Oh.
Because and then he and Mahomes are looking for a flag, and Hunter's just like no flag. I think you were thinking of a different play. Kelsey did score a touchdown. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
for sure. But maybe it was another defensive player that almost did a flag.
I remember they should have called a flag on the Chiefs on that play because it looked like Juju Smith-Schuster just got in the way of the Jags. And it's like, that's a pick. That's offensive pass interference. And they didn't call anything. Or they threw a flag and then they were like, oops, nope, it's the Chiefs. We're not gonna throw a flag on them.
I heard a video, or I saw a video where refs are favoring the Chiefs.
I feel like it happens and it's real.
Because that play, we'll say.
Yep.
Once I think a defensive coach called a timeout, which is illegal.
Oh,
I think.
I didn't know that.
And there was a flag on it, but then the ref said it's fine.
Because it was the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get a lot of that preferential treatment. Maybe not anymore if they're not a good team anymore. We'll see if it continues. But if
That's the way they do it to the Bills.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because you like the Bills. Yeah. Although you don't ever want to say, "Oh, we won the game because of the refs." You know, you don't really want their help. I mean, it's not bad to get their help. You just don't want to rely on it. Okay. So, do you have Seahawks favored by 1.5 in Jacksonville? I got a pen.
Of course, I dropped it.
Yeah, I knew you would. This is a long travel from Washington State, Seattle, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. A long trip for the Seahawks. But do you think they can win as a road favorite in hot Jacksonville, 4-1?
I'm picking the upset.
So you're picking T-Law, Trevor Lawrence?
I have Jacksonville by 1.5.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you have Jacksonville by 1.5. Oh, I had Seahawks by 1.5.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I guess I'm not picking the favorite.
Okay.
So I'm picking Seahawks. Well, I am picking the favorite.
Depending on whose numbers. We'll say Seahawks by 1.5.
Okay.
So you are picking the favorite.
Seahawks 20. Is that 3 or 8?
Looks like you're picking a tie.
Seahawks 23 and Jaguars 20.
Oh, I almost have the same score, but I am picking the underdog. I'm going to say Jags win in maybe our first different game of the week. Jags 23, Seahawks 21. One more game at noon between teams who won on Sunday from the NFC.
Cowboys, Panthers.
So Dak Prescott's heating up. He had a big game against the Jets. Their running game started to get going with Javonte Williams. They're 2-1 now. So, pretty good shape. We both picked the Panthers to win a game, which was crazy.
Which, I mean, for the first time in...
Ever.
Yeah, probably.
and we picked it right. Bryce Young wasn't very good. He had an awful fumble where he was about to get sacked and he just kind of dropped the ball.
But like you said when we were talking about Miami, their running game was good.
Smoking. Rico Dowdle, where did he come from? Well, actually, this is a Rico Dowdle revenge game because he was with Dallas last year.
True.
Will that factor in? And maybe then the Panthers decide, hey, Chuba, maybe you are healthy, but we want to give Dowdle another week to play. So why don't you just sit this one out too?
Maybe they'll trade him to the Bears.
Ooh, the Bears could use a running back upgrade, I think. At least somebody to go with Swift.
Yeah.
Or to choose from. Like, okay, Swift, you're not doing that good. Let's put in Chuba. Or, yeah, something like that. I think I'd like that.
We'd have two pretty good running backs.
Yeah, you could kind of lean on it.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be nice. Because now it's like it's pretty much Swift, and if he's not going, there's nowhere to turn. Well, do you have Cowboys by 3.5?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had another high scoring game. This one, 49.5 was the over under I showed. So
I have 48 is the total.
okay, maybe they seem like they raised them all about a point since yesterday when I sent you that list.
Last week Panthers were playing Miami, which
Pretty
is,
terrible.
Yeah. And this week they're playing Cowboys.
Better.
So I just don't think I'm gonna be able to pick them again until they play the Jets or the Titans
Yeah.
or something like
Saints.
that. Saints.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you.
Raiders and teams like that.
And let's face it, the Cowboys are looking better since that embarrassment against the Bears.
Yeah. So I've got the Cowboys winning 27-23.
I got Dallas winning 30-27. So I have the Panthers covering the point spread. You have the Cowboys covering the point spread. Both have Dallas winning. 2-4. There are 3 games at 3 o'clock.
The first one is not good. We'll just say that.
No.
Titans Raiders.
2 teams who are 1-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Ward was not very good, but I told you Arizona pretty much gift wrapped that game. Like, put it in a Christmas present and said, here you go, Titans, why don't you take this one? And they did with a field goal at the end. 22-21. Vegas, oh boy, Geno Smith. 6 touchdown passes, but 9 interceptions in 5 games. That's too many interceptions. And they traded for Kenny Pickett. Do you remember him? He was the Steelers starter for a little while, and I think he was Hurts' backup last year. Well, they traded for him at some point. You wonder, Gino, how long are they going to go with you?
Probably not too long.
You can't throw almost 2 interceptions every game. That's way too many.
No Cam Ward. Well, he gets sacked.
We got Cam Ward who gets sacked too much. We got Gino who's throwing too many interceptions. Who's going to play closer to okay?
And now they're playing one of the best defensive line. Well, Max Crosby.
He can do what Myles Garrett can do.
Yeah.
He can wreck games.
So, it's gonna be a sleeper.
Yeah, don't bother watching
I don't
this
think I'm gonna watch it
I
at all.
I don't either.
So, I've got the Raiders winning 28-27.
Okay, close game. So you have Titans covering the spread. I've got Titans covering the spread, and I've got Vegas winning 20-16.
Okay.
So here's a big game of 4-1 teams in the NFC.
49ers, Buccaneers.
So we touched on it a little bit when we were talking about the Rams. Niners, all kinds of banged up. No Nick Bosa also, I forgot to tell you that. He's done for the year. So they had all these injuries.
And now they get George Kittle back.
Probably Kittle back. I don't know about Purdy, but Mac Jones is 3-0 as a starter. So even if Purdy's not ready, you've got Mac Jones, who was a first-round draft choice by the Patriots. He played kind of bad by the end of his Patriots and Jags career. But now all of a sudden on the Niners, people are starting to whisper, is there a quarterback controversy in San Francisco? Like, should they play Mac Jones even if Purdy's healthy?
Kind of like Chuba Hubbard
and Rico.
Rico.
Yeah, kind of a little bit like that. I think it would be, I don't believe they are going to bench Brock Purdy because they paid him a ton of money to be their starting quarterback. So I think they're going to stick with Purdy. It's interesting that this is even a conversation. For Tampa Bay, wow. Baker Mayfield to the rookie Emeka Egbuka. Baker threw 7 passes to Egbuka. He caught all 7 of them for 163 yards and a touchdown against Seattle.
He's looking good.
He's looking great. He's looking like the NFC offensive rookie of the year. And that's tough to do as a receiver. I feel like normally that's a running back or a quarterback.
Yeah.
So,
So
how do you feel? Baker Mayfield, another last second win. I think they have 4 wins in like the last minute or 2 of their games.
So, I've got the Buccaneers. Wait, what do I have covered in this?
2.5.
Yeah.
Yep, Tampa.
I have 49ers covering the point spread by a half.
Okay.
23 Buccaneers and 49ers 21.
Okay, I should probably listen to your advice against the point spread, but I'm going to take Tampa Bay to cover the spread. Tampa Bay to win the game. Buccaneers 27. San Francisco 24. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's on a last second field goal.
Yeah.
Because that's just what Tampa... Can you imagine if you were a Tampa Bay fan this year? Just like every game is like a heart attack at the end.
I like Baker, but I don't think it's worth loving them.
Yeah, and I'm not going to love any team other than one team in the NFL. I've only got room in my heart for love for one team.
Bears.
Yes. Okay, this game stinks.
Did you pick your score?
Oh, did I? I did. 27-24.
Do we have to talk about
We
this?
do briefly. Let's just get it out of the way, right?
Bengals, blah.
The Bengals were losing 3-28 to Detroit before, and the fourth quarter started, and then all of a sudden, you call it garbage time. When Jake Browning is losing by 3 or 4 touchdowns, and he starts throwing, getting scores, that's garbage time. And they scored 3 touchdowns in garbage time. But before that, Browning threw 3 interceptions, which killed the Bengals' chances. And now they traded for Joe Flacco, who's probably going to be starting as soon as he knows the playbook.
Yeah.
Which is good if you have Jamar Chase on your fantasy team like me.
Good for you.
Yeah. Green Bay won their 2 home games. They lost and tied when they played on the road. You'll notice where this game is. It's in Green Bay.
Yeah. So.
And huge point spread. What is it?
14.5.
I don't think that's the biggest of the year because didn't the Bills play
New Orleans? No.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
And actually the Saints covered that one.
Yeah.
This one, can the Bengals even cover the point spread, I guess, is the big thing. Because I know who you're going to pick.
Well.
I think I know who you're going to pick.
I mean, I'm just going to get it over with. I don't even want to talk about it that much.
Yeah, I understand.
Blah. 31. Bengals
21. Once again, we have the same score for Green Bay. I've got 31. But I am going to have them covering the point spread. I only have 14 for the Bengals. And I'm hoping they're 2 garbage time Jamar Chase touchdowns. Okay, Sunday night. This is another one that looked great to begin the season. And yeah, I mean, one of these teams is kind of in a tough spot.
Lions, Casey.
Well, we touched a little bit on this when we talked about the Bengals. Goff was good. Did you see David Montgomery threw a touchdown pass? You saw that trick play?
Not Sam Laporta.
Was it a different tight end, I think? Maybe? Was it a backup tight end or something?
I don't think it was Sam Laporta.
No. I'm not sure who caught it, but...
Which it also could have happened to the Vikings.
Cam Akers to Josh Oliver.
Yeah.
That was a nice trick play. It's always nice to see little trick plays. Like, remember the flea flicker that the Caleb Williams handed to Swift, and then he lateraled it back, and they chucked it down to Burden.
There was also kind of a trick play for KC, but they were they fake handed it off to this guy, and then Patrick Mahomes did another fake, and then he handed it off to Xavier Worthy.
I think I saw that play. They got maybe 10 yards out of it or something, I think. It was pretty early in the game, yeah. That's usually called like a reverse or an end around if you're kind of handing it off to... Because I bet Worthy lined up on the outside on that play.
Yeah.
So then he comes way backwards behind the play.
And Mahomes was doing circles.
Yeah, well, he's trying to fake everybody out, right? Yeah. So Detroit got an easy win at Cincinnati. Kansas City, listen to this statistic. In last season, 2024, in games that were decided by one touchdown, so close games, if the difference was only a touchdown, the Chiefs won 10 of those games and lost 0. In this season, games decided by 7 points or less, Chiefs 0 wins, 3 losses.
Oof.
Last year, they won every close game. This year, they lose every close game. So, what do you think's going to happen in Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday night against kind of a desperate Chiefs team?
What do you have for points?
I had Chiefs by 1.5, and I was surprised.
I'm surprised about this.
Now that they lost, I wonder if that would change at all. But I was surprised the way Detroit has played since that Green Bay game. They have just had a wake-up call. And they seem like they are on a roll, marching towards an NFC North championship.
Like I kind of said, I think it was kind of the Bears that just made them pumped up.
I think so.
Yeah.
You remember that Bears coach was the offensive coach for Detroit.
Yeah.
So they were like, ooh, we want to get this guy bad. We want to rub it in his face. And they did. But hey, at least the Bears season didn't go belly up at that point. You know,
Yeah.
they sort of figured it out. So maybe we can hope that that's the point that the Bears sort of woke up. It was the wake up for Detroit, and maybe the next week was the wake up for the Bears. Maybe they wake up from hibernation.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that's true.
High scoring game, don't you think? 49-50, something like that is what the points
Yeah,
for
49
over
and
under
a
was.
half is what I have.
I had
I think
50 and a
you
half.
have 50.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, Casey has the projected win.
Surprising to me.
I don't think they're gonna get it done.
I think I'm with you, and I think I'm going to pick the underdog as well.
So, I've got Lions 29-21.
Okay, I'll take Lions 28, Chiefs 24. And wouldn't it be weird if at the end of this week the Ravens are 1-5 and the Chiefs are 2-4? That would be. I bet you wouldn't have gotten a lot of people to predict that at the beginning of the season.
And at the beginning of the season, I probably would almost put Ravens as Super Bowl champions.
You were kind of thinking, Bills or Ravens or Bills or Ravens, and it's probably smart that you said the Bills.
Probably, if I did pick the Ravens, it would maybe be like when you picked Miami.
Oof.
That was a tough.
That was not my smartest moment. Again, good thing I'm not a betting man.
Yeah.
Because I would have made 0 money on that and lost some. All right, we get 2 Monday night games. One of these at 6:15 we don't care so much about. The one at 7:15 means a lot.
Yeah.
First one.
Bills, Falcons.
So as a 7.5 point favorite against New England at home, the Bills choked and lost their first game of the year. So we've got no nice pen.
Yeah.
You've got no undefeated teams anymore in the league. 4-1 is the best record of any team in the league.
But there is 0-5.
There is only the Jets, right?
I wish Aaron Rodgers was still on the Jets.
Yeah, too bad. Too bad.
So then he could be 0-5.
Yeah, he hasn't
Right
had
now
a
it's
lot.
like 2-3.
I think the Steelers are 3-1 because they had their bye
Oh.
week last week, like the Bears did.
Yeah, 3-1.
Okay, so I think I told you when we were talking about Jonathan Taylor and who the best running backs in the league are. Bijan Robinson won NFC Player of September, Offensive Player of September, but they're only 2-2. So I know Penix had that awful game at Carolina where he just was terrible. And they lost a close game to Tampa early in the season. But beat the Vikings and beat somebody I'm not going to remember, but that's okay. Penix, who would he have beaten? It's not that important.
Was it the Titans? No, I don't think so.
No, I'm not going to remember.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. Do you have Bills favored by 3.5?
It actually got cut off.
Oh, okay. You can put 3.5 if you'd like. Buffalo by 3.5. I wonder why that happened because when I printed it, it looked
I'm just gonna do buff.
buff. Yeah, 3.5.
3.
And what kind of score are you predicting in this game?
I actually have Bills covering the point spread by a lot.
I bet by a little.
Bills 34, Falcons 24.
Okay, I'm gonna have a 7-point Bills win, 27-20, and for the finale of this week, the huge, monumental Monday Night Football game in Washington D.C.
Hopefully that Trayvon Stevenson thing.
Tyreek.
Tyreek Stevenson doesn't give up another Hail Mary if they need to do a Hail Mary.
If they need to. Well, which teams? We already probably know, but which teams are playing?
Bears Commanders.
Yes, and you touched on it. This is the Bears' return to where it all went south last year. If you remember, the Bears were 4-2. They had just scored a touchdown with like 40 seconds left in the game.
And
Jaden Daniels gets to about midfield, 1 play left. What's Tyreek Stevenson doing? Hey, Bears fans, get up! Get up! Get up! It's like, Tyreek, get to the field. Watch the field. And he just blew it. So to that point, they were 1 play away from being 5-2. And instead, that game started a 10-game losing streak to where the Bears went from 4-2 to 4-12. During the bye week, I am hopeful that Kyler Gordon is healthy, that Grady Jarrett, their defensive lineman, is healthy, their linebacker TJ Edwards is healthy. Those are 3 guys that would help their run defense. I heard the Bears are like, if you take yards per run, the Bears are giving up 6.5 yards per run or something like that. It's the worst in the history of the NFL. And I heard my Uncle Steve say something like, well, but they gave up, 3 or 4 long ones to Ashton Genty and to whoever. Well, stop the long runs too, I don't care. You don't just get to stop the 4th down plays. It's time to stop the 60-yard runs too, right?
yeah.
And Washington, hey, Jaden Daniels came back. He was efficient. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, their rookie running back, had 100 yards and I think 2 touchdowns. He did. So, boy, the Bears return with a new coach, maybe a new attitude to Washington.
Will they win?
Will they win? I'm a little scared. This is not the easiest game on the schedule. But boy, wouldn't it be sweet and wouldn't it right so many wrongs from last year if they could come back and beat this team?
I think they're going to be pretty pumped up for this.
I hope so. I mean, they had a
But
bye
not
week.
as pumped up as Tyreek Stevenson.
He had a terrible game against Amon-Ra week 2. And ever since then, the last 2 games, he has played well. And he's had to because Jalen Johnson, their best corner, is out for the year, probably. He might come back, but yeah.
So, I've got Bears actually winning.
Yes, I like it.
I hope you do too.
We'll get to that.
20-21, close game.
I've got a 1-point game. I am picking more with my heart than my head, and I'm going to say Bears, 27-26. Let's be positive, right? It's time to be positive. Hey, good episode. Let's go Caleb Williams. Let's go Bears. Let's surprise people.
Yeah.
What's the game that you're most excited about this week?
Definitely Bears Commanders.
Nice.
Definitely.
Do you think that maybe your bedtime could be pushed back just a few
Please, Mom.
minutes for the Monday night game? Okay,
Please,
nice.
Mom.
Because then it'll give us a few more plays to talk about next week on Tuesday when we discuss the Week 6 games. So Our camera operator has appeared. You don't have to shut it off with the red button. So thanks, people. If we can get 200 views again, it'll be great. 2 out of the last 3 weeks, 200 views. We're cooking with gas, Danny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later, people. Bye.
Bye.